amazing soul. Welcome to Elevation Quotes, where words turns into message. Message takes the form of knowledge. Knowledge is then transmuted into wisdom, and wisdom brings life transformation. Amazing soul, you're on a powerful journey of personal growth and self-discovery. Congratulations! You've chosen a path that only 1% dare to walk, and while it's not always easy, that's exactly why I'm here. I want you to keep this in mind. All of us at some point in our lives are like a blind man, waiting for someone to lead us across through treacherous, scary, and unknown territories. So, would you allow me to hold your hands and walk you through this journey? Years have passed, and I still find myself wishing I'd known these life-changing realizations sooner. But you know what? It's never too late. The more I hear them, the more I understand how they can truly shape a better, more fulfilling life. These quotes aren't just words. They're the keys to life transformation. And the same can happen for you, starting right now. All you need to do is listen carefully. Before we begin, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss out on our latest videos. Also, you can help us to help you make the most of your time on our channel by keeping the comment section alive. So let's make this an interactive experience. Drop a 1 in the comments if you love this topic, what we are doing here, and you're excited to learn, and we will heart your comment. Type I if you think there's something we can improve, and let us know how. Alright, relax as we journey through the ocean of wisdom together. You cannot dream yourself into a character. You must hammer and forge yourself one. The true mark of a champion is, no matter how much dirt gets thrown at you, you keep shaking it off and keep moving forward. Self-improvement isn't a destination. It's a continuous journey where the best moments are found in the progress, not the perfection. Success is not about reaching the top, but about building the resilience to rise again each time you fall. Improvement begins the moment you decide that who you are today isn't who you're destined to be tomorrow. Don't wait for motivation to find you. Cultivate discipline, and motivation will naturally follow. Every day is an opportunity to reinvent yourself. Yesterday's version of you is practice for today. The biggest barrier to self-improvement isn't ability. It's the stories we tell ourselves about our limitations. The strongest foundation you can build on is one made from lessons learned through your failures. Each step you take toward bettering yourself is a declaration of self-worth and belief in your potential. You are the artist of your own life. Don't hand the paintbrush to anyone else. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. Do not wait. The time will never be just right. Start where you stand. What consumes your mind controls your life. Make sure your thoughts are those of growth, not limitation. Personal growth is less about adding new layers and more about peeling back the ones that don't serve you. Be willing to walk alone, if it means reaching places others never thought to go. The moment you stop growing is the moment you start falling behind. The battle of life is fought not in the grand arenas, but in the daily habits that shape who you become. The person who masters themselves is a conqueror of greater value than someone who masters a kingdom. The only true competitor in life is the person you were yesterday. In order to bloom, you must be willing to outgrow the person you once were. Your past is a lesson, not a life sentence. Keep improving so you can shape the future you want. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Self-improvement isn't about changing who you are. It's about becoming the best version of who you've always been. Greatness is built in the shadows of consistency, when no one's watching but you. Success doesn't demand perfection. It demands persistence through imperfection. The only limitations you truly have are the ones you accept. Each decision you make today is a brick laid toward the foundation of your future. Progress is progress, no matter how small. Keep moving forward. Your dreams don't work unless you do, but the first step is believing they're worth it. Change is hard at first, messy in the middle, but worth it in the end. The only failure in life is failing to learn from your experiences. You are your greatest investment. What you put into yourself will reflect in everything you do. Confidence isn't about knowing you'll succeed. It's about knowing you can handle failure and keep going. You won't always feel motivated, so learn to be disciplined. Discipline is what moves mountains. When you take responsibility for your life, you take control of your destiny. Personal growth isn't a race. It's a marathon. Take it one step at a time. Focus less on the outcome and more on the process, and you'll find yourself succeeding more often. The more you embrace discomfort, the more comfortable you become with growth. Your comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. The moment you stop striving for improvement is the moment you start moving backward. You can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. Success is in the adjustment. Small wins add up to big victories. Celebrate every step forward. You don't have to be perfect to start, but you have to start to be perfect. Change is inevitable, but self-improvement is a choice. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. We can't become what we need to be by remaining what we are. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. What you do today can improve all your tomorrows. Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. Small daily improvements over time lead to stunning results. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. It always seems impossible until it's done. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Do one thing every day that scares you. Don't wait for the right opportunity. Create it. Dream big and dare to fail. The only journey is the one within. You must do the things you think you cannot do. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. Don't be afraid to give up the good, to go for the great. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Do what you can with all you have, wherever you are. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. There is no substitute for hard work. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Growth is painful. Change is painful. But nothing is as painful as staying stuck somewhere you don't belong. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. Change is uncomfortable, but stagnation is suffocating. Always choose the discomfort that moves you forward. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. Success isn't about how your life looks to others, but how it feels to you. Always do your best. What you plant now, you will harvest later. Your mind is a powerful thing. When you fill it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Success is not in what you have, but who you are. The key to growth is the introduction of higher dimensions of consciousness into our awareness. Don't be satisfied with stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth. There is no failure, only feedback. Every sunrise gives you another chance to improve, to strive, and to get one step closer to your dreams. Don't wait for the right time to start. The right time will never come unless you make it. Growth doesn't happen when you're comfortable. It happens when you challenge the limits of what you thought was possible. The biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. To improve yourself, you must first be willing to confront the parts of you that hold you back. Self-improvement is a conscious decision to elevate your mind, strengthen your body, and expand your spirit. Never underestimate the power of small improvements done consistently over time. Success is a reflection of the discipline you apply daily, not a single burst of brilliance. When you focus on progress, perfection loses its power. Your potential isn't something you find. It's something you uncover through relentless growth. The beauty of self-improvement is that it's a race where the only competitor is your own potential. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. Every next level of your life will demand a different version of you. The first step to getting somewhere is to decide you're not going to stay where you are. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. Great things never come from comfort zones. You can waste your lives drawing lines, or you can live your life crossing them. If you have the courage to begin, you have the courage to succeed. Don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid not to try. What we fear doing most is usually what we most need to do. Don't limit your challenges. Challenge your limits. The greatest mistake you can make in life is to be continually fearing you will make one. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Stop being afraid of what could go wrong and start being excited about what could go right. The best project you'll ever work on is you. The best best investment you can make is in yourself. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. You are far too smart to be the only thing standing in your way. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's the quiet voice at the end of the day, whispering, "I will try again tomorrow." There are no limits to what you can accomplish, except the limits you place on your own thinking. It's never too late to be what you might have been. Push yourself, because no one else is going to do it for you. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. The best revenge is massive success. Be stubborn about your goals and flexible about your methods. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. Nothing worth having comes easy. Don't count the days. Make the days count. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Don't live the same year 75 times and call it a life. Fall 7 times. Stand up 8. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. Don't be afraid of change. You may lose something good, but you may gain something better. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Be the change you wish to see in the world. You are not what you have done. You are what you have overcome. Don't wait for the right moment to start. Start and make each moment right. Challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. The more you grow, the less mistakes you make. Mistakes are a sign that you're learning. If you are not willing to risk the usual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. The future depends on what you do today. Self-improvement is the name of the game, and your primary objective is to strengthen yourself, not to destroy an opponent. You don't need to be better than anyone else. You just need to be better than you used to be. It's not about perfect. It's about effort. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Be so busy improving yourself that you have no time to criticize others. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. Hard times don't create heroes. It is during the hard times when the hero within us is revealed. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. It's not about perfect. It's about effort. Change is the end result of all true learning. Nothing diminishes anxiety faster than action. What we achieve inwardly will change outer reality. Your past does not equal your future. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal or ideal. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. The only person you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Don't fear failure. Fear being in the exact same place next year as you are today. Learn as if you will live forever. Live like you will die tomorrow. What lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. Don't be afraid to give up the good, to go for the great. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Turn your wounds into wisdom. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. The more you grow, the more you realize how much you don't know. To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often. Success is not measured by what you accomplish, but by the opposition you have encountered, and the courage with which you have maintained the struggle against overwhelming odds. It's not about ideas, it's about making ideas happen. Everything you've ever wanted is sitting on the other side of fear. Great things never came from comfort zones. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. Don't limit your challenges. Challenge your limits. Be not afraid of growing slowly. be afraid only of standing still. Don't let small minds convince you that your dreams are too big. Energy and persistence conquer all things. If you're going through hell, keep going. Never allow waiting to become a habit. Live your dreams and take risks. Life is happening now. Hustle until you no longer need to introduce yourself. Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. The harder you work for something, the greater you'll feel when you achieve it. No masterpiece was ever created by a lazy artist. If you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down. Stay afraid, but do it anyway. What's important is the action. Dream big. Work hard. Stay focused. And surround yourself with good people. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. It always seems impossible until it's done. Be so good, they can't ignore you. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. Make today so awesome that yesterday gets jealous. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. A river cuts through rock, not because of its power, but because of its persistence. Do not stop until you are proud. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. Strength doesn't come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things you once thought you couldn't. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. A little progress each day adds up to big results. Every day is a chance to get better. Sometimes later becomes never. Do it now. Dream it. Wish it. Do it. Focus on being productive instead of being busy. Failure is the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. The more you seek out challenges, the more you will grow. Success is not in never failing, but rising every time we fall. Action is the foundational key to all success. Success is doing ordinary things extraordinarily well. Strength doesn't come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things you thought you couldn't. The biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Don't let the fear of losing be greater than the excitement of winning. You can either experience the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The choice is yours. Success isn't just about what you accomplish in your life. It's about what you inspire others to do. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Stay hungry. Stay foolish. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Go as far as you can see. When you get there, you'll be able to see further. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. Never give up on a dream, just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway. The harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. Success isn't about being the best. It's about always getting better. If it scares you, it might be a good thing to try. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. It's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think you're not. Keep going. Everything you need will come to you at the perfect time. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Success is not about how fast you get there, but how many times you keep trying. The only way to achieve the impossible is to believe it is possible. When the world pushes you to your knees, you're in the perfect position to pray.
Life is like a book. Some chapters are sad, some are happy, but all are necessary for the full story. Learn how to change a flat tire on your vehicle. If you don't value your time, neither will others. The strongest people are not those who show strength in front of us, but those who fight battles we know nothing about. The pain you feel today will be the strength you feel tomorrow. Turn your wounds into wisdom. When writing the story of your life, don't let anyone else hold the pen. Don't put off important medical checkups. Practice self-compassion. We are all human, and everyone makes mistakes. Time heals almost everything. Give it time. A good laugh and a long sleep are the two best cures for anything. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for your peace of mind. Sometimes we're tested not to show our weaknesses, but to discover our strengths. The calmer you are, the clearer you think. Learn to cook a few basic dishes. It's a valuable life skill. Patience is power. Sometimes you have to let go of something good to make room for something better. Never tolerate disrespect, not even from yourself. Listen more than you speak, for wisdom often comes from silence. Create and stick to a personal budget. What other people think of you is none of your business. Kindness is a language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but gets you nowhere. You can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. The best view comes after the hardest climb. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, "I will try again tomorrow." Never lose your sense of humor. Laughter is the best medicine for the soul. You'll never find a rainbow if you're looking down. Always pay off your credit card debt. It'll save you trouble later. The best revenge is massive success. The more you give, the more you receive. The heart that shares is the heart that's full. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. The most valuable currency is not money, but time. Spend it wisely. A ship is safe in harbor, but that's not what ships are for. The way you treat others reflects who you are, not who they are. It's not about having what you want, but wanting what you have. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take it and make it perfect. Believe in yourself, and the rest will fall into place. Don't be afraid to take risks and try new things. Life's too short to always play it safe. Always take responsibility for your actions, for it is the mark of a mature individual. Take a deep breath. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. Don't say someday, say now, for someday may never come. Donate to charity. Small acts change lives. A person who doesn't make mistakes doesn't make anything at all. You cannot change the direction of the wind, but you can adjust your sails to reach your destination. The only constant in life is change. Embrace it and you'll grow. Say please and thank you often. You can't change the past, but can shape your future by learning from it. The heaviest burden we carry is the weight of our expectations. It's better to be alone than in bad company. When you stop chasing the wrong things, the right ones catch up. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going. You never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have. Do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. The best way to gain self-confidence is to do what you are afraid to do. A river cuts through rock not because of its power, but because of its persistence. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. The greatest risk is not taking one. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. You are confined only by the walls you build yourself. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you cannot. Take time to enjoy life's simple pleasures. It's in these moments that we often find the most joy. Give without expecting anything in return. The only time you should ever look back is to see how far you've come. You cannot have a positive life and a negative mind. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. In the face of adversity, remember that diamonds are made under pressure. If you get tired, learn to rest, not to quit. Do not let the shadows of your past darken the doorstep of your future. Do not postpone joy for the sake of the future. The morrow is promised to no one. The first step to getting anywhere is deciding you're not willing to stay where you are. Stop wasting time on women. Don't chase women. Instead, focus on your growth, values, and cultivating kindness. The right person will find their way to you at the perfect moment, without the need for chasing. Never bend your head. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. The true test of a man's character is what he does when no one is watching. You don't have to win every argument. Agree to disagree. Spend time with the elderly. Their wisdom and experiences are invaluable. One day or day one, you decide. Don't read a quote and say, "This is wise," but read a quote and say, "How can I relate this to my life?" There are times when you see someone for the last time and don't even realize it. Watch out. You'll never know the true value of the moment until it becomes a memory. Never expect too high. The more you expect when it doesn't meet your expectation, the more it's going to hurt. It is indeed very hard to move on, but once you do, you'll realize it was your best decision. Never make a promise you can't keep. Stop letting other people take advantage of you. Learn to say no and understand your rights. You might regret your speech, but you'll never regret your silence. Learn to let go, even if you are right. Life is a boxing game. Defeat is not declared when you fall down. It is declared when you refuse to get up. Breathe. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. Things will get better. Just wait. You will be disappointed and heartbroken multiple times, but it's how you respond that matters. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. No relationship is worth damaging your mental health. Depend on yourself, never on others. Being too nice breaks you. You've got to do what's right for you, even if it hurts some people you love. The days that break you are the days that make you. Time never waits. It only urges you to catch up or get left behind. Trust yourself. You've survived a lot, and you'll survive whatever is coming. You grow mentally weak when your life is too comfortable. Sometimes loneliness is the price you pay for growth. Embrace every opportunity, for regrets come from the chances we didn't take. If you can dream it, you can do it. You are who you are. Nobody's approval is needed. Learn from what people do, not from what they tell you. Expect nothing, and you will never get disappointed. Stop telling people more than they need to know. You meet every single person for a reason. Find something you love, something you can lean on to, something that would keep you going. You need something to fall back on when you get depressed. Nothing is complicated, not as much as you assume. It's just your mind playing tricks with you. If you get down to it, it's all really simple and clear. Saying no is important. People don't get offended as much as you think. Never awaken a woman's love with no intention of loving her. When talking to people, look them in the eye and on the face. This will make you more confident in front of others. Time is your most valuable resource. There are no refunds or second chances for the time you waste. In order to love who you are, you cannot hate the experiences that shaped you. Be impatient with actions, but patient with results. Remember 5 years ago, you dreamed about being where you are now. Think about it. Not everybody wants to be your friend, and that's okay. You really don't want everybody as a friend anyway. Give back, even if it's donating your tag sale leftovers or handing a dollar bill over to someone less fortunate. Do it. It'll make you feel good. Everything happens for a reason, always. You will look back at your life with much more regret for the things that you didn't do than for the things that you did. Things don't make us happy, experiences do. Do not fear getting hurt. You can't grow if you don't hurt. Don't ruin your health to earn money. You will end up spending your money to recover your health, and that is not reciprocal. Be kind to people without allowing them to take advantage of your good nature. You came into this huge world alone and will go out of it alone. Hence, you can make any impossible thing possible by yourself only. If you punish the truth, expect to be lied to. Efforts never go in vain. How others see you is not important. How you see yourself means everything. The only way to live like a king is to work like a slave. Just let it be. If it's meant to be, it will happen. Your past was never a mistake if you learned from it. Once you feel free, someone avoids you, never disturb them again. Perceive failure as a vulnerable teacher and a stepping stone to success. Celebrate small victories and milestones because they pave the way for bigger achievements. Whoever brings you the most peace should get the most time. Some things are meant to cross your way but are not meant to stay. Your direction is more important than your speed. Never fall in love with the same person twice, because the second time you fall in love with the memories, not the person. You need to stop the habit of doubting yourself. You can tell more about a person by what he says about others than you can by what others say about him. Your heart will tell you where to go. Your head will guide you there safely. Use one without the other, and you'll get lost. Never be afraid to treat people the way they treat you. Just be real. It saves everyone's time. Never think twice about investments in yourself. They pay dividends for a long time. Life will only come around once, so do whatever makes you happy. You can't do big things if you are distracted by small things. If you're not happy with yourself, you'll never be happy in a relationship. Being lonely and being alone are different things. Overthinking ruins you. It ruins the situation, twists things around, makes you worry about futile questions, and makes everything much worse than it actually is. Just trust your instincts. Gut feelings can sometimes save you from big troubles. You don't get extra marks for putting up with people you dislike. Life is unfair. Don't moan, don't complain. Learn to be thick-skinned. Make the most of what you can. Most people are a complete waste of time. A lesson never ever goes away until it has taught us what we need to know. Don't let people know too much about you. You don't have to be great to start, but to become great, you just have to start. The moment poverty walks in through the door, love and peace toss themselves out of the window. Keep your mouth shut whenever you are happy. Keep your mouth shut whenever you are sad. Stop comparing yourself with those who started 10 years before you. Focus on your own journey. You can go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Don't be emotionally attached to anyone. People change. Even your best friends may probably turn into strangers one day. No one cares except you. Do what lifts you up in your eyes. What people say does not matter. If you waste money, you can earn it again. If you miss the moment, it can never be returned. Live life with open eyes, ears, and heart. Strong people are always simple. You spend your first 20 years worrying about what people think about you, your next 20 years swearing that you don't care what people think about you, and the next 20 years realizing that they aren't thinking about you. Think before you act. You can take a second to do something you haven't properly considered that isn't a true reflection of your character, and it can undo a lifetime of kindness and generosity. Life gives you lemons, pepper, salt, and sometimes cold water, but they don't come together or in a certain order, so keep struggling until the lemonade is ready. If you can do it now, you won't do it ever. Never let others know your weaknesses. Instead, always try to show up your positives. Don't tell your friends that you're happy, don't make them angry. Don't tell your enemies that you're unhappy, don't make them happy. Time flies. One day you are 30, the next you are 50. Plan now for what you want 50 to look like. Regretting won't change your past, and it will end up your future if you continue to do that. Don't make hopes. Hopes will create expectation, and expectation makes you weaker. Some people just won't admit they're wrong. Don't waste time trying to get them to accept it. Sometimes you just have to let stupid people be stupid. The walls you build to keep things out are also keeping things in. Passion is super awesome, but it doesn't cure all your problems. Passion can go a long way in your life, but it doesn't mean it's all unicorns and rainbows. You are not unique. There will always be someone else equally attractive, fun, and qualified to replace you. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan, and what they have planned for you is not much. Chasing happiness will lead you to misery until you realize that happiness is the way. The more seriously you take yourself, the unhappier you're going to be. Never hate jealous people. They are jealous because they think you are better than them. Never complain of that of which it is at all times in your power to rid yourself. You give power to someone you blame for your problems. Later often means never. Never try to gain somebody's sympathy. The people who care about you will be there for you when you need them. You do not need to show them that you are their best friend. Forgiving people in silence and never speaking to them again is a form of self-care. Don't make permanent decisions on temporary emotions. Stay away from narcissists. They don't play by any rules. They will suck the life out of you slowly. Whatever the present moment contains, accept it as if you had chosen it. Always work with it, not against it. Make it your friend and ally, not your enemy. This will miraculously transform your whole life. You can't make people love you the way you love them. The only time you should ever look back is to see how far you've come. You must discipline yourself carefully. You must keep the promises you make to yourself and reward yourself so that you can trust and motivate yourself. When you build in silence, no one knows where to attack. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. Clocks show time, and time shows people. Recognizing that you are not where you want to be is a starting point to begin changing your life. Unless you try to do something beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow. Let others' actions speak for them. People will show you far more than they will tell you. Your life becomes meaningful in precise proportion to the depths of the responsibility you are willing to shoulder. If you never heal from what hurt you, you'll bleed on people who didn't cut you. No matter what good you do to people, they will only remember your mistakes. Don't hold your breath on people doing the right or ethical thing. People make decisions based on self-interest, not on what is right. Don't quit. Sometimes the things you are hoping for come at unexpected times. You can't change someone who doesn't see a problem with their actions. Failure shows us the way by showing us what isn't the way. Stop overestimating others and underestimating yourself. You must let the pain visit. You must allow it to teach you. You must not allow it to overstay. Never overlook contempt. When someone views you with contempt and talks to you like you're beneath them, they will likely do you harm, whether relationally, socially, or physically. Remove that person from your life. Most of the time, you have to swallow the pain and learn to grow up by yourself. Commitment is what gets you started, consistency is what gets you somewhere, and persistence is what keeps you going. Sacrifice today for tomorrow's betterment. You are willing to pay those payments with pain, because pain is just a message when you are fixing something that's insufficient in your life. You have to take chances sometimes, and although it can be scary and outside your comfort zone, you'll never know what could have been unless you go for it. Sometimes you have to suffer in life, not because you were a bad person, but because you didn't realize when to stop being good to the wrong person. You learn nothing from life if you think you're right all the time. The question isn't who is going to let you, it's who is going to stop you. You will never see the great things ahead of you if you keep looking at the bad things behind you. Stop asking why they kept doing it and start asking why you keep allowing it. Be careful who you trust. Salt and sugar look the same. Don't blame a clown for acting like a clown. Ask yourself why you keep going to the circus. Don't take criticism from someone you wouldn't take advice from. The fastest way to gain self-confidence is to do exactly what you are afraid of. Never keep people in your life if they don't love and respect you as much as you do them. Boundaries won't make you lose friends and relationships. They'll make you lose pretenders and manipulators. Your past is your opportunity to learn the lessons you need to deal with your present life. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of solving them. You are free to choose, but you are not free from the consequences of your choice. People who avoid failure also avoid success. Change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and gorgeous at the end. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. If someone tells you that you can't, they're showing you their limits, not yours. Two things to remember in life. Take care of your thoughts when you are alone, and take care of your words when you are with people. A man without a vision for his future always returns to his past. You need to stop doing things for someone when you find out it's expected rather than appreciated. If you expect the world to be fair to you because you are fair, that's like expecting the lion not to eat you because you didn't eat him.